I'm not a public speaker, but when watching people sit around outside their home with a mask on, or walk across the street and nobody's around with a mask on, I'm constantly thinking, what would motivate them to do that? And then I realize nobody knows what airborne means. They think airborne is everywhere in the air, like an airplane is airborne. A baseball, when you throw it, is airborne. Aerosol will be airborne till it falls down. Even spit is airborne. But really, people, airborne is not everywhere, because then if this were a real virus, we'd all be sick and probably dead. But we're not. Now we do know now CDC has changed its mind and said that this virus is not airborne. They just said it. And now we're not doing trolling for numbers, no more asymptomatic testing. And now, if you are asymptomatic and you go, you're not contagious. Because Premier Kenney was around someone who was asymptomatic, and Hinshaw said, well, you don't have to self-isolate when you're around someone who's asymptomatic. So that means they can't give you anything because they probably don't have anything. You know, so... Yeah, so it goes on and on and on. Oh yes, and now in BC, not in Alberta, in BC, children can actually sneeze and cough, and they don't have to isolate, and they don't have to leave. So I don't know when that's going to happen in Alberta, but if they can do it in BC, I don't know why else, they can't. And I guess that's about all I wanted to say is that please, I walk around asking people, do you know what airborne means? And a lot of them just look at me, and because they don't. So maybe we could tell them when you're, like there's some people over there wearing masks outside, just reassure them. It's not everywhere, it's actually nowhere. So there you go.